If you're a dance or fitness instructor who wants to grow your classes, boost income, and turn your passion into a real business, you're in the right place. Each week, I'll share the exact strategies, lessons, and truth smacks from building a thriving belly dance fitness brand. We'll dive into what actually fills classes and keeps students coming back so that you can build a profitable instructor career. So, lace up those sneakers and pull on those dance shoes. It's time to build the business you deserve. I'm Orit, and welcome to Dance Fit Biz Builders. Hey there, and welcome to Dance Fit Biz Builders. I'm Orit, your host, and this is going to be a good episode, I think, an educational episode. So before we get started, it's important to understand what views actually mean when it comes to social media. It's any time your content is seen. So with some posts, some reels, some videos, some have a lot of views, some don't. And those with a lot of views, sometimes the engagement isn't as strong as the views. Now, why that is because people move fast on social media. They might see your stuff, they might like it, but not actually tap, comment, or save it, right? So that could be someone just watching your reel. That's a view. Someone simply scrolling past and seeing a photo. That's a view. That could mean a story tap. It could mean a profile visit. It could mean even like a carousel swipe. That's a view. That is visibility. See, views measure visibility and reach, which is awareness. See, that's the very top of the funnel. And this is where I feel instructors, dance, fitness business owners, they get tripped up on this. They judge content based on likes or comments, when the views are telling you, did my content even get seen in the first place? Think about this. People can't like, follow, comment, or even buy from you if they've never seen you. But if they're seeing you, that's a win. All right, so views are the top of funnel. And then engagement is what happens as you go downstream, down the funnel. Now, if you only look at likes, you're measuring the middle of the funnel, not the top. You always need something feeding the top of the funnel because that's how you grow. Likes, saves, comments, shares, they matter still, but think of views as the gateway metric. So imagine a funnel, right? It's like an upside down triangle. So at the top, you've got views, which then goes into attention. And then the attention goes into interest. And then the interest goes into engagement. And then the engagement goes into relationship. And then relationship hopefully goes into sales. See, you can't skip the top part because views are where you grab attention. Now, if you're getting views, but no engagement, this is when you need to fix your hook or fix how you're sharing the content. Because the goal isn't just more eyes, it's more qualified eyes. Big difference. You want the right eyes, right? So now why views are worth paying attention to? 1, more views equals more audience growth. Because every view is someone discovering you. Because more views leads into more awareness and then leads into more potential followers. And if you're just getting started, your goal should be to get as many views as possible. Number 2, views lead to engagement. People can't comment on what they never see. Think about it. So more views can lead to more chances for likes, comments, and shares. 3, views drive brand visibility. Now think about this. Someone who has 10 comments and 50,000 views is more scalable than someone who has 200 comments and 500 views. Think about it, folks. Views equal reach. Reach equals influence. So more views to more discovery, to more followers, to more trust, to more sales. As you can see, views are the top of the money funnel, folks. You need the traffic before you can convert. So start looking at your views. All right. Now, how to get more views? Here are some strategies. 1, I want you to focus on short form video. These are called reels. Short form is reels. Okay. Reels are still the number one driver of reach. Okay. Post more short form content, like 15 to 30 seconds. That's it. Storytelling reels, maybe some trends, trending audio, talking head video reels where you explain or teach something. Here's a simple formula. Pick one pain point, not 5, just one pain point. That's all. Teach one clear, actionable thing in about 30 seconds. Okay? I want you to cut the fluff, cut the ums, make it nice and tight, use some CapCut editing, and then I want you to add a clear call to action at the end, like comment below or ask a question or save this for later, something like that, or go here to this link to get more info. Here's another strategy. People decide in the first 1 to 1.5 seconds if they're going to keep watching. So your hook can't be generic. Here are examples of strong hooks, okay? Here's a negative angle hook. This one mistake is costing you X, and most people are getting this wrong. Now, you can brainstorm in ChatGPT, right? But don't just copy and paste. Make it sound like you. The more specific, the more human it feels like, the better it performs. All right, next strategy is encourage people to share. You don't have to say, please share this. You can say, hey, if this isn't for you, share it with a friend who needs it. Or send this to someone who keeps putting this off. Something like that. Because when people share your content, it reaches their audience too. Because one big share from someone with a bigger following than you equals a huge visibility boost. So ask yourself, would someone send this to a friend? If yes, post it. If no, refine it. The next strategy, collaborate with others. Collabs equal your content in front of their audience. Okay, here are some ideas. Maybe do a joint reel with somebody, which means a joint video, okay? Or maybe co-create a carousel post. Or maybe do a split screen kind of commentary. Those are just examples. There's so much more that you can do. The next strategy, be consistent. Now, you don't have to be perfect, but I want you to be consistent. You don't need to post every day, but you can't just post once and then disappear for a month. Even 2 to 3 times per week consistently will train the algorithm that you're active. It will also increase views, and it usually boosts engagement over time. Cool? So pick specific days and commit for at least 30 days. Try it, yeah? And really try to work that muscle. It'll become a habit. Another strategy is use stories to warm up your audience. See, stories are mostly for people who already follow you. They're warm. But new visitors often check your stories out before even following. Think about it. Stories also build connection. They build that know, like, and trust factor. Also with stories, you could use polls, quick polls. Hey, do you like this or do you like this? Hey, do you do this or do this? Right? It forces people to answer. It also has question boxes. It also has the ability to give you a quick personal share. And also, they're really cool for behind the scenes stuff. And the next strategy is respond to comments and direct messages. Conversations equals signals to the algorithm that your content matters. So take 15 minutes or 10 minutes 3 times a week to reply to comments, to respond to messages, to comment on other posts. This deepens relationships and helps your content perform. Now, huge note, analyze your data, not your feelings. Okay? Don't judge content by how you felt about it. I want you to use your Insights tab. That is the proof. You can find out which posts got the most reach in the last 30 days. You also could find out which posts brought in the most followers and figure out what patterns do you see. Is it patterns of the same topic, the same format, the same style of hook, right? See what gets people to comment, to reach, to view. Because when you find that out, I want you to repeat what works and ruthlessly. Okay? You're not a broken record. Most followers don't see every post anyway. My motto is to repeat, and repeat some more. And I know you've heard this in my past episodes. When you're blogging, when you're posting, if you have a mission and you want to say the thing, say it all the time, but in slightly different ways. Cool? So repeat what works. Analyze your data. Use that Insights tab. So to wrap it up, views are not just a vanity metric. They're a gateway metric. Views tell you how wide the door is, right? Engagement tells you who walked through. And revenue tells you who stayed. You don't need bigger engagement. You need bigger visibility. And it's strategic visibility. That will lead to more engagement, more trust, and more sales. All right, folks. If you have a friend, a colleague that you think this episode will help, please share it. Oh, and I would love a review. The more reviews I get, the more people will see this podcast on their favorite platform. So until next episode, I want you to go and kick some ass.